think you did?
Stories from the cell. I was in the hole, right? And what was so crazy about it was that this was my first time in the hole during my whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been in jail for over a decade. I never went to the hole because my whole thing was I wasn't trying to be in jail.
But did anybody ever go to your hole?
See, I realized that you would have resigned your innocence in jail. I know you
resigned. Like, what are you talking about?
You would have resigned your innocence. I'm talking about you would have really offered up your innocence out in there, because you always wondering about that world. You're fascinated with the world of the underworld, the dark world of prison. You love that shit. They could do a documentary on you. Like, you'd have just been in there. You'd have been knowing all the party animals, the PAs. So I'm sitting in there, and I think it was a moment when I was in the hole, because you in the hole, you hearing people scream all the time. You had people just bang on the doors all night. You had people just be in their cells screaming. People on all type of psychotropic medication. And it was for a moment that I don't know what happened. I just disappeared. And I'm sitting in the cell, but I just evaporated. You know what I mean? I became the prison bar, it seemed like. I just was in there and I'm talking about on a deep level, because this is when I had to revert back to my deepness and be able to make it through this moment that I was journeying through.
I was with you at first.
But
I was with, like, in the store.
I'm talking some real shit. I'm talking some real shit, because I'm sitting in this motherfucking joint by myself, locked in. And all you hear, you hear motherfuckers scream every day, bang on the door at the same time, every fucking day. Now you worrying about if they lace your tray, if they spit in your tray, because the motherfucker when you're tearing and flooded your cell and doing dumb shit, now they mad, they got to do extra work on their shift. So you like, man, I hope they ain't lace our trays. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you extra nice when they come to your fucking cell. You know what I mean? So they won't, lace your tray, or you waiting, you keep standing, going back to the door, see if they gonna pass mail out in your little cubby hole. That shit would drive you crazy. And then when I was on a graders for it, I was in the hole. We used to go to these dog cages, and we used to be out there with death row inmates. They had a death row block, and just talking to them, that shit drove me the fuck crazy. I'd be like, damn, how long you been on death row? Oh man, I first got on death row in '82. I'm like, it's 2014. You've been on death row. Oh, so you've been in this little cell like this? Because it's not general population. So just thinking about being in a fucking cell the size of a bed, a little bit bigger than some people's small bathrooms. It depends if you live in the inner city or wherever you live at. But being in there since 1982, and motherfuckers still there right now. And you just going. So I'm talking to them, having these deep conversations, because I was the type of dude that when people come to me in jail, I would listen to them religiously, even if they told me some bullshit, because I know within the bullshit it was some truth in there or some shit that was. But I knew that I was leaving one day, and a lot of people ain't leaving, so some people just needed an outlet to talk and vent. You know what I mean? And then you sitting there talking to somebody, and the dude tell me, yeah, man, everybody died. Just out of nowhere. We be talking about, yeah, man, because I read this one magazine. They be telling me, the GQ. I be like, damn, you got some more magazines? Oh, could you send me? Yeah. We talking about, what's his name? Then he'd just say out of nowhere, yeah, man, it's 82, everybody died. I be like, so now I don't want to be too newsy. I be like, damn, what you mean? Oh, yeah, everybody know. All my family, everybody died since I've been in here. Yeah, I don't know nobody no more. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker ain't no joke. And then you find out, and then you go back. Then you go back in the
come on in the cell. You wanna be my family?
No. This was deep. Then you go back, and the motherfucker be like, "Hey, Wallo," because so everybody don't come to the yard, so the motherfucker look out because like here go your cell, the door, and you can see outside in the little cages. Motherfucker like, "Wallo, you know the boy you was talking to? You know that nigga had like motherfucking 15 motherfucking rape murders." I said, "What? Oh, he's an animal. He's a savage." And I go back and I'm like, "Damn, dude, he seemed normal. The fuck is going on?" Because all the people that was crazy.
So none of his family is alive because he raped and murdered them. Huh?
No, not them. It was some other people. But listen, I was in jail with two brothers. I didn't even know they killed their fucking parents. So I don't know. When I was working in the library, we get to talk. Like, you know what I found strange? All the motherfuckers that was a little off, they always talk to me for some reason.
Because you a little fucking off.
People attract, like people attract.
He's on
birds of a feather.
All the crazy people.
No, they always talk to me.
You know what's so crazy to me?
I didn't understand that.
All the crazy people.
I ain't had no problem with nobody.
Why do all the crazy? Everybody that kills somebody and rapes somebody and stabs somebody till their arm fell out. They always talk to me. Why they talk to me?
Drawn to you.
Hold on, let me see them glasses real quick. Let me see the Felix breeze real quick. This how you look. They always talk to me.
I don't look like that. Get the fuck out. You see, that's why I ignore you.
Because they had killed their parents and they come for that news. But as soon as they come to
I just was wondering, like, why?
As soon as they get to jail, they come looking for me.
He's in stitches.
He's a nut ass nigga. He's a nut ass nigga. Fuck out of here.
Let me see you.
Very interesting. Guy I knew in prison. Quiet, mind his business all the time, right? I don't say people names for whatever reason. He always minds his business, cuz, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, I know a lot of times I be sitting back talking to cuz about shit in the cell. Like y'all hear stories from the cell on the show, but I just be telling about jail shit all the time. Or we're running to somebody, I run into somebody in the store, whatever, and next thing you know, me, him, and Gil there for an hour, we're talking about jail shit, and Gil would just be like, this shit is crazy. He can't believe it, right? Or nigga might call me from jail. Wow, better put Gil on the phone. We tell that nigga about the time. And the nigga exposed whatever it was. Boy was cool, right? Calm, quiet dude. He was on my block, mind his business. This motherfucker used to mind his business. Now, he had a single cell. He had a Z code. Anybody that know about the Z code, that's like you had some type of like, sometimes you had like mental issues or you don't play or you fucked something up before. But come to find out later about it, he was only doing the 3 to 6. So I don't really know his story, what happened when he got to prison to make him get a Z code, a single cell. But and as the story goes, this motherfucker was no joke. So minding his business, all he do is to go out there, play handball, run the track, one of the type, little short motherfucker. Motherfuckers run up in his cell, right? Run up in his cell. He had some tapes. You know, the tapes is like, you know, in jail for a long time in the state of Pennsylvania, we was listening to cassette tapes. It's just like 5, 6, 7 years ago, they started getting MP3 players. They had them forever. Stole his tapes, his Walkman. Because, you know, everybody have a Walkman with his name on their card, and you can scrape it out. Stole his tape, his Walkman, some earphones he had, and his commissary, right? This motherfucker didn't fuck with nobody. I'm talking about he mind his business. You see him go to work in the kitchen, come back, yard, that's it. Go in the cell, mind his business. Boy was taking shit. So his neighbor, white boy living across him, basically telling him, yo, I seen them guys going to your cell. You know, a good neighbor in jail. You do be having good neighbors. Dude stepped to the boy. Excuse me, man.
You a good neighbor?
Yeah.
Right, niggas, how they want your cell?
No, not like that. I'm just saying, like,
was in the shower
I ain't make a bunch of no's. I ain't make a bunch of, you know, all
I
that.
hate them kind
So
of
you just
people
only
in
told
jail.
on a couple people?
No, I never did that. So this is what happened. So Pete, on some real shit. So he stepped to the boss. Not only respectful to, please, man, I don't want no trouble. Somebody said you went in my cell, you took my stuff. Boom, can I have my stuff back, man? That's my stuff. I don't bother nobody. All on this.
Because it was expensive stuff.
Listen, because he stepped to the boards in the day room. This was like, and he was calm as shit.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect. Oh, no, I just want, you know what I mean? He said, all right, cool. Cool. Nah, man. So the boy tell him, man, I don't know what you talking about, man. I ain't got nothing for you, bro. I don't know what you talking about, man. Another boy, we white, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody got nothing for you, man. Cool. Stepped off. About a week go by. Everybody like, damn, he just, nigga chalking it up.
Hell, yeah.
Like a nigga chalking it up, right? Cool, right? So I remember I'm walking back and forth on the block. And as I'm walking back and forth on the block, I hear him tell the boy, yo, man, you got any boxes in your cell? I'm packing my cell, right? He tell the boy across the hall from him. He's like, no, I ain't got no boxes, but I might get you some, whatever. So he talking to him, because the boy I ain't never see the boy talk too much. Cool, he don't say nothing. 2 days later, man, boy was coming from chow, man. That nigga had a rock. It had to be a rock or a lock. It was something in his sock. It looked like it was because it was bulky. Man, he opened this boy head up like a surgeon.
And he packed his cell.
And let me tell you,
Okay.
he couldn't stop beating this boy with the rock. This the boy who got stuff got robbed, that was packing his cell. When you packing your cell sometimes, I mean, you know, you ready to go to the hole. That's the mindset. Like,
yes.
He wore him out. He wore the boy out, boy fall on the ground. That nigga pulled the whack out and was lighting this motherfucker ass up right here on his step. And then and it was so crazy, the boy that done it with him, he started walking in the joint. He go to try to chase him. The nigga run off the block. But he tearing his boy ass up. Nigga screaming, ah, ah! All that tough shit went out the window. And this is the big joint. He went from turning a 3 to 6 to a 20 to 40.
Oh my God.
You know, because now you got a case up in the mountains.
He killed him? He died?
No, he ain't killing. You got a case up in the mountains, right? But the way he stabbed, and they had it on, on
Yeah,
tape.
he had 2 weapons.
It was just a crazy
The
charges,
fuck?
right? And then when the police try to come and stop me, get the fuck back. So that's like a threatening joke.
Oh,
So
this
got all
nigga
that.
went
He didn't go on number. He held him down for a minute, so they charged him up, whatever. But the whole thing about it is he turned it 3 to 6 to 20 to 40. But to top it all off, fuck it all up, the tough guy got on the stand on him.
No.
The tough nigga got on the stand.
The one that jumped in and was like, get the fuck out
No,
of
no,
here?
no. The one,
Or the original one that said we ain't got it.
Yeah, the boy that said we ain't got it. Listen, the one that said fuck out, he ran when he tried to come on the block from the child. This nigga went and got busy on this bull.
Oh my God.
He
robbed him.
Listen, he got busy on him. First of all, dude was minding his business. So what I'm saying is you can make a bad decision and end up in jail and your life could change dramatically. And you could be around the wrong motherfuckers. I don't know dude's case of what he originally was in jail for. I don't know his situation. But the motherfucker turned to 3 to 6 to 20 to 40, all because he was in the wrong place, which is jail. Jail is always the wrong place to be at. And you had a tough nigga rob your cell and then get on the stand and get busy and go platinum.
Oh
so what I be saying is you always got to be mindful of, man, it's sad, man. You just can't put yourself in certain positions because a lot of dudes is barking and making. A lot of these dudes don't be built like that.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers don't be built like that.
Real
See, it's
talk.
easy. It's easy to start something. It's easy to mention somebody's name. It's easy to say all that shit. But when a motherfucker go all the way through, especially a motherfucker that don't bother nobody, and then you tell on the motherfucker, that's why I don't.
That you robbed?
That's why most
That you robbed. Like, what the
that's
fuck?
goofy.
That's why most of this shit, I just be looking at it and I just be sitting back laughing at this shit. All the tough shit, all the Instagram shit, everybody
It's all
super.
in
You
that
ever see
illusion.
them scary niggas from jail come out here?
Stories from the cell.